Begin seated on your heels and start rolling your shoulders back. And now forward. Now spread your arms out to the side, arch your back, and look back behind you. And now arch the opposite way, rounding your spine as your arms go forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. Back, forward. One more time, back and forward. Now come to center. Put your arms down. Feel free to stay where you are or come up to kneeling. Clasp your hands together. Put your arms up over your head. Nice and straight. Keep your spine straight here. You can release that, clasp your hands behind your back and roll your shoulders back. Now you're going to lean forward, sitting back on your heels, forehead on the floor, and lift your arms up behind you as far as they can go. Now roll your body back up and come up to kneeling again. Place your right leg out, arms out to the side, and now lean over your right leg with your left arm up over your head. Come up and do that on the other side. So left leg out, right arm up and over. And come up. And now we're going to get onto all fours to do some cat and cow stretches. Very, very effective for your spine. So arch your back and look up. And then arch your back the opposite way, looking down. Continue to do these at your own pace. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but my cat is snoring right now very loudly. Now come to a neutral spine. You can walk your knees back a little bit here, and you can separate them as you sink your hips back into a child's pose. Keep your arms long out in front of you. If you want a deeper shoulder stretch and a little more room, you can come up onto your fingertips. Staying in child's pose, thread your right arm underneath your left arm and just twist your upper body. Get a gentle spinal stretch as well as a shoulder stretch here. Come to center, and now thread your left arm through. Release that and make your way down to laying on your belly. Come down to your forearms. Now you're in a Sphinx pose. Just trying to gently push your chest through your arms. Tuck your toes under, come up to plank, and then shift back into a downward dog. Separate your feet so that they're on the edges of your mat. And try to sink your upper body down toward the mat as you lift your tailbone up toward the ceiling. Now come up onto your toes and wave your body forward into an upward dog position. And now wave your body back into a downward dog. So you're really trying to articulate your spine as much as you can here. When you wave forward, you're going to start with your hips and end with your upper body. When you go back, the same thing, hips first, rolling all the way down to your upper body. Do these at your own pace. On your last time forward, untuck your toes and lift up into a seal. Arch back as far as you can go. Walk your hands in as far as you need to give yourself as deep of a stretch as you can. Give your neck a few rolls from side to side. So ear to your right shoulder, ear to your left shoulder, right and left. Come to center, and now you're going to twist your upper body to the right side. So you're in a twisted seal position here. If you'd like a little more, you can bend in your right leg and pull the foot in toward you. It's a little bit more of an advanced position. Do not hurt yourself. Please be careful. Release everything on that side, and now twist your body to the left, grabbing in your left foot if you're going for that extra stretch. Release that foot if you're holding it. Bring your body back to center, a normal seal, and come down to laying flat on the floor. Place your hands underneath your forehead for a little cushion and just rest here for a second. Now place your arms out to the side. You're going to bend your left leg over your right, and you're going to do a little twist. So you're going to feel this in your spine. You're also going to feel it in your shoulder. Come back to center and bend your right leg over your left and twist. Bring yourself back to center, push up into a plank, and then shift back into a downward dog. Go forward back into plank. If you've never seen Wild Thing before, please pause and watch. Bend in your left leg and flip it backward over your right, lifting your left arm up and over as you go into a back bend. Stay in Wild Thing if you have it. I'm just going to show a beginner modification. For beginners, you can keep your hips down, so your right leg is out, your left leg is bent in. Just place your right arm behind you and your left arm up and over your head as you arch back. If you are in full Wild Thing, please come down now by lowering your hips first, and then roll over back into a plank. And now we're going to do Wild Thing on the other side. Lower your hips, roll over, and now come up to kneeling. We're going to go into puppy pose. So place your arms out long in front of you and sink just your chest and your armpits so your hips are high up in the air still. Come up out of that. Sit back on your heels. Make any adjustments you need to. Take a couple of breaths here. And now you're going to come back up onto kneeling. Separate your knees about hip distance apart. Place your hands on your hips. Start by rolling your shoulders backward and slowly bending back, pushing your hips forward, trying to use as much muscle here as possible before you place your hands down, grabbing your ankles or your calves. To come up, place your hands on your lower back for support and slowly roll up with your head last. And now sit back again on your heels. We're going to end in a child's pose. I want you to put your knees together for this one. Place your head down on the mat in front of you, your hands behind you grabbing your feet. Let your back round here and let your shoulders round toward the mat as well. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I appreciate your support. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. I post every single week. Have a great day.